Yo, what's up, guys? It's Mr. English here from I Am English TV, and today we're on the spot, and we're going to be talking about Nvidia's new launch of the 980 Ti next month in May. Now, last month I came out, and news came out and said that they were rumored to put out this 980 Ti. There was a lot of speculation if it would be called 980 Ti. As per the article, the leaked article. They didn't really state if they were going to call it a 980 Ti, but they seem to approve of the name. So I'm going to read off a little bit of the article now. It says, Nvidia Corp has reportedly reconsidered its plans concerning its rumored add-in cards powered by the GM200 graphics processing unit. The higher-end GeForce GTX 980 Ti is now expected to be released as early as the middle of May. In addition, the GPU developer is working on something called a GeForce GTX 980 Metal. According to the report, Nvidia has moved the launch window of its GeForce GTX 980 Ti to 16th of May, between the 16th and 26th of May. The graphics card will be based on the code name GM200 graphics chip with 3072 stream processors, 192 texture units, 96 raster operation pipelines, as well as a 384-bit bus. The GeForce GTX 980 Ti graphics card adapter is projected to carry a 6 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory on board, which will be its main difference compared to the high-end GeForce GTX Titan X, which features 12 gigabytes of memory. Nvidia needs the GTX 980 Ti graphics card in order to better compete against upcoming AMD Radeon R9 390 series from its arch rival. Final specifications of the GeForce GTX 980 Ti are unknown, just like the price. So, what does that mean? That means, earlier this month, AMD kind of slipped up and came out with something. The head of AMD came out in an interview and had kind of basically leaked the release of the Windows 10 build, or release of Windows 10, not the build, the final. Pretty much stating that they would be ready to pretty much deploy their new cards kind of in conjunction with the release of Windows 10. The head AMD, she mistakenly said pretty much they're expecting with Windows 10 launching at the end of July, which kind of gave us the impression that AMD is going to be waiting on Windows 10 to drop its cards. Obviously, because they rely on like DX, they're going to be relying heavily on DX12 and pretty much optimized by Windows 10. So it kind of makes a lot of sense. So now that we kind of know that Windows 10 should be dropping around July, the end of July, we should be able to expect AMD's cards, or at least the first iteration of their card, to drop probably by end of May or middle May. So the timing for this Nvidia launch is actually on time, and this is exactly why I decided to wait and not buy a 980 when I bought my GTX 970s in SLI. I said, because I know something, these are just carryover cards, and something else is going to come out. This looks actually worth it to me. If you don't want to spend $1,000 on the Titan X, which is looks like to be an amazing card, then this 980 Ti is probably going to be based, maybe it's a smaller, it's a mini-me Titan X. It's going to have six gigabytes of memory instead of 12. And it looks like it's probably going to be more geared towards, it's a gaming card, but I mean, it's going to be geared towards gaming. The Titan X looks like it's more geared towards gaming than its previous predecessors, which were kind of touted as a processing a processing card as well, which gave it a lot more support than just a gaming card. So I'm looking forward to this because I'm gonna guess the price point is probably gonna be $699. Yeah, $699 for this. Now, I'm still going to. I mean, if I can snag one of these things for a decent price, I think I'll get one. But what I'm really waiting for is the actual next gen cards. These aren't next gen cards from Nvidia right now. Pretty much what these are is to when they came out with the 970, 980, they did this to dominate the market and take the market back from AMD this last year. Pretty much, I think what these iteration cards are going to do right here, the 980 Ti and the Titan X, I think they're looking to solidify the mid to higher end gaming cards for the remainder of the year, possibly until October, before they release their actual next gen cards. Because, like I said, these are just holdover cards. I think these are all holdover cards, and this is basically to compete with AMD's new line. So what AMD is going to have to do, basically what Nvidia is going to do right now, they're not going to price this card until AMD prices their cards. And last year when we saw the 280s and the 290Xs, when we saw those cards, AMD set the market. They won because they were winning at the time because they had set the price well below what Nvidia usually sets their prices to. So Nvidia had no choice this time around with the 970s and 980s to compete again and take the market back. So what I like as a consumer is I like this play. When they go back and forth with the price, I like that because I like when AMD puts down a lower price, Nvidia either has to match it or to compete. And as a consumer, it's a win-win. So definitely going to be looking out for more news on this. You guys tell me what you think. If you're PC guys, I'm definitely a PC guy. Let me know what you think. Also, with this GTX 980 metal, we don't know what it is yet. So, I mean, I'm really interested to see what this is about. So let me know what you think. Do you have a 980? Do you have an SLI? Do you have 970s? What kind of performance are you getting? Are you looking forward to the 980 Ti? Or do you have a Titan X and are you still looking forward to the 980 Ti? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.